estamos aqui a ver o vídeo do Europa, agora é da Europa, pessoal. Este aqui é o torneio, pessoal. Solo, siga.
I can pick up a heavy sniper and get a couple elims, like that's fine. Most of the players can because it's 150 the body, but these guys make the flintlock look just so good.
I feel like the heavy sniper is the #1 weapon for assisting other weapons.
Bem jogado, Cluzila. Bem jogado, mano, bem jogado.
You know, take a wall, push in and shotgun. The flintlock has the movement mechanic on top of it, but it can't, like you said, it can't do things the heavy sniper can do. You can't remove a wall with it on the spot. You can't chain it into other weapons. The flintlock, though, is you catch yourself with it. Both weapons, though, are crazy.
1A, 1B.
Exactly.
But yeah, I definitely do agree with you. The heavy sniper enabling others and giving you a long-range component. But Airwalk's right there.
Top awareness. Just love to see it.
Disables Amsdalo and gets everything from it, but needs to circle back and try and get that chug and pop it like now if he wants the HP to get off of that.
50 and 83, not too bad. Will still go down to a heavy snipe to the body. Got to look out for that. Looking for the quick angle change here. He might rotate out into the storm if he can flip this. If needed, the player still sitting right through that corner. You see he's checking through the brick, holding the edit on his own ramp. Closes the outside out, decides to rotate down underneath. Take the chance here to just box up a little bit, opting not to push that player. You can't really tell how much HP and shield they potentially have, so if he does go out there, he doesn't see what we see. Only 100, maybe 99 HP. Roasting there, but Airwalk's probably, I mean, the player of this caliber could easily push into 96 and the follow through, like we said. There's a pickup. Rock's got up to 3 now, 32 points, and a ton of builds.
Yeah, and he got the Shadow Bomb for it, which for this longer rotation is going to be huge.
Just the one, though.
Yes,
Just the one.
Just the one, and is going to pop it early. Also notice you can see that Storm Surge threshold on the right side. So what Storm Surge is, once you get into these later circles for circles 6 and 7, there's more than 30 people left in the lobby. If you have been the passive player, Storm Surge will begin to punish you. You will start taking 10 damage every second as it comes out through. Once those strikes come on down, and now it turns off to below the 30 player threshold. So now just all about the elims and the rotation, since we're not even at the placement thresholds yet.
So I'll point out quick too, as you said, for passive players, Airwalk's definitely an example of not a passive player. He was 500, a little over 500 damage above the threshold, which is insane. And it's shots like that, 80 to the back on the fish on rotation, that kept him safe from Storm Surge. Crusher goes down. Airwalk picks up his 4th elimination. One more elim. We get the placement points here. The top 25. Going to pick up 3 there. Get the top 15. That's 5. Top 5. That's 7. And that Victory Royale is 10. Reminding everybody, if you're just jumping into the stream, maybe you haven't heard what the format is like, always going to kind of refresh that in your memory. All the way up on high ground. Looked like that might have been Skype. I'm not sure if dropped in. I'm not seeing him. I believe that was him all the way up there. Number of players, though, 25. Heading into the 8th circle soon, as advised. 1 elimination, 35 points. No movement here. Beta just for late game, but that's not going to pay off right now. That is going to pay off. Carrera goes down. Another one. The follow through finds Ghosts on the move. Looking for the 3rd. The triple gets it. Exon down. 4 eliminations now for advised. Playing absolutely incredibly. The heads up right now. You'll love to see it.
Oh, baby, a triple. Well done right there. And that was Skype up on the high ground. You saw him now just drop back down with a number of players going up, getting closer to that 2nd placement threshold. Skype picks up Yahtzee. Mick the Beast also in this lobby. Another player who we've seen constantly in the top 5, desperately trying to get a solo spot. Because again, this is the last week. Because Rolla does get ticked over by that storm change. Again, 60 seconds if you damage someone. Random siphon coming through, and we're into the top 15 now with Airwalk on the mid tarp and looking for more targets.
Imagine a situation you get a tag on someone and 50 seconds later they get eliminated by the storm. You get that siphon at just the right moment. Could be so clutch. The timing could be so important on that. 11 players left, 10 now as Sky goes down to the feed. Swaggy picks one off. 6 eliminations for Airwalks. Push through this wall, find a player on the rotation from behind, back-to-back shots, takeoffs, gets eliminated. Picks up another one.
He's doing so well at finding people on the edge of the storm, getting next to him, and then just dipping out for a second. But the one thing you notice, he never dips out into the storm for longer than enough to take more than 1 tick. It does take a second to go through, and Majestic actually just picked up a triple of his own because of those storm changes. 1 player he elim'd, 2 got ticked over from the storm. That should be the player potentially up on the high ground, but now we have our top 5 airwalks. 2 builds left, is running with that campfire now, but is sitting on 7 elims. Advise all the way up on the high ground. Majestic was on the low ground with Mick the Beast. Airwalks in the bottom right-hand corner, gets traded out by Mick the Beast. Zadek drops down in the shadow form. He's not jumping around, so the player doesn't know where he is. To the body. Can he find it? Pushes through with the
mais uma kill só. Duas kills que eu
pickaxe.
gosto
I'll
de
just take your wall anyway. Brilliantly done there, but now can he win the 1v1 from the low ground? Player is 1 box directly above him. He hears it. You see the fake ramps out. He goes up, edit off the side, takes the high ground, drops down on top of 1, 2, 3.
Bang, jogada de Zacker.
Literally waiting till the last second. The fake
Matou
out on
a
the
Aldo
ramp
Fininho.
with just, I think he had 1 build left at the last second, so he was literally the most almost the most efficient he could possibly be with all the materials that he had left. Opts to move up a different ramp, throws his opponent off, drop in from above. Excellent high ground take, excellent push with the combat shotgun, and the victory royale. You love to see it.
Well done there from Zadek now. You see Marcotte and Fool right on the edge of the zone. An intense little 1v1 right now. Trap does go down defensively. Fool saying, I'm happy
Estes gajos sabem o que faz.
You can see he
São
wants to try and
profissionais.
get the materials that are there. Trap does get broken on the other side by Marcotte. And now you get a nice little box fight. So this is one of the things, if you want to learn how to get good at competitive Fortnite, learn to fight from a box. Blows the whistle, says it's time to go.
The whistle to signal the push. Honestly, oh, that's very funny. Push in there. Fool gets 2 taps there.
Bem got ping.
Through a 92 crit. Gets in the elimination, double back, pick up the rest of that wood, anything that he can top off with. Oh, shots coming in from the sides, gonna have to wall himself off, double air, and ops instead of popping the minis to shadow bomb, just because I think the fear of positioning there and exposure, maybe adding a little too much tension. Did take 1 more tap on the move, gonna have a chance to heal up. Meanwhile, the top of this hill, thick with players, where they stacked up trying to make rotation here. 41. Well, actually, there from the stream. Trick Pog rotating forward.
Crew also in the match was second last time we saw him there. We got a number of duo qualifiers over on the side there. Players looking to get their solo spot. You see Kuma using the stink to try and force the player forward, and then editing out. Boom, there goes the second one, knowing they can't stack
Boa!
in
Matou
Quadra. That one smells. Go get yourself a gas mask. Try and queue back up.
Good when you're sitting on 3. Elims now holding the edit. Just going to try and peek on through, deciding to apply a little more pressure. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this is so
The
sharp.
stink bombs
Too sharp.
very lethal, especially at this point in the game. You have to realize these players understand if there's people that were caught rotating, not tagged up, significantly and didn't have the ability to heal, as will be the case quite often in games like this where you have so many people in such a tight space. There's a good chance that people that are boxed up in front of you are potentially missing HP, maybe some fall damage, maybe they got hit by multiple people on rotation. They could have been, I mean, we even saw a Shadow Bomb player get shot just moments before that.
Tem gajos de bola.
That is a good opportunity to just chuck the stink in there, maybe do an HP check, see if they're low, and in this case it pays off. 2 eliminations with basically no effort. And as you said before, we're looking to get the player count down to 30 before that storm surge goes away. We're sitting at 38 above for Dave, 32 players left, so 2 more need to go down.
Oop, boxes the baller in. The baller is going to just boost right on out. Says, I want nothing to do with that. Now you can see on the side, Dave getting another tag there. You see that threshold number also going up. Needs to be conscious. He left that edit open, but the player, because his back is to the storm, isn't going to have time to take shots towards him. So well played from Dave. Other player pushes it in. Is going for an aggro play, but
I think potentially he expected Dave to not look back because the catch, good grab there. Tripern, I feel like was thinking, okay, Dave's not looking at me. I'm just going to step out. I have the angle. I'm going to take the shots from this side, and ended up kind of getting clapped very quickly. Dave's reaction, rotation down there. I'm not sure how to say that name. I'm just going to put that out. It looks like a sneeze. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm not able. I normally even try and attempt on that, but we're in the top 25. Let's pay attention to the rotations. As you see, a number of players playing billiards there on the low ground. Crew up on the high ground. You have WGS Jag, the player from South Korea, playing over in Europe right now. This is the most ballers I've seen in the lobby in forever.
The most ballers I've seen in the game easily this weekend.
I mean, I don't think we saw this many ballers in Europe when they were at 300 health. Europe has an affinity or like a particular hatred towards ballers rolling around.
We've made comments in the past about how they always seem to be fans of taking shots at players that are in ballers on the move when they have an opportunity to. Maybe a follow through here, the back-to-back can't quite find it. But yeah, look at how many are left out of the field. This is a very rare sight for European qualifiers.
I mean, and it kind of compounds on top of itself, because the more players who are in ballers, they aren't going to take shots at each other. And if you're not going to waste shots on baller players, that's when you're not going to eliminate them. So, but once the explodes start coming out, that's when things get dicey, because the RPGs can damage through the ballers, and with the 150 HP, one AR round into them, and then followed by an RPG can be a ton of damage. But now Pill is just going to go to work, ignore the ballers on the low ground, running around like they're a game of marbles, and he finds Trockley, and he finds Elocrats right after.
13 players left. Still in the rotation here, taking a chance to
some
pop
material,
him. He does
bro.
have the campfire, may or may not put it down. Not at this point. The storm's too close to his back, so he's going to have to push forward. Like you said, multiple ballers are still in play, and with players not jumping out and not having pressure applied to them, you're looking at way less than 11 people. The player count remaining, that's not the number that are actually forced to engage each other right now. The people in ballers are almost being ignored. The heavy snipe from behind, and Madville picks up, and Elam, the push inside. Look at how many people are around in the same box.
And then said everybody goes up to the sky. No Elam coming out there. So all of a sudden, 3 up, 7 down. Talazeto on the ultimate high ground. Wesley Nutt and Blackso on the low ground. Jag, ADX also on the mid-tarp. Talazeto looking for shots. Has redeploy and the flint knock. Not going to find any. So ultimate high is going to be in his control. 10 players left, but he gets challenged.
One more all the way in the high ground. Just barely lost it. The flint knock flying up above. What a play. Takes the high ground back. Has ultimate high, looking down from above, only 29 builds. Has the redeploy to catch himself if he has to jump off, if he runs out of materials, but we'll see here in a second.
Somebody else just went up.
Yep, you heard it, there it is, the fish flying past. Felizito might take a shot. The flint knock kind of gets stuck in his own box for a second. This ADX dropping in, Mexi from Loot Boy. In the middle of your screen there, Tolzito still has the high ground, drops down to the next tarp. Mexi building out, trying to stay in the safe zone. This is the most players we've seen in a zone this tight in a long time. The Rift.
That's one player up in the rift. So you have one player up in the sky. Talazeto on ultimate high ground. Power, Psyches, and Blackso down the low. You have Talazeto in your top right, Power in your bottom right. Talazeto looking for it, and he finds Mexi out of the sky, and he gets the Cypher. Now he's dropping down with the redeploy.
Tozito ganha.
On the campfire, and he finds it. Gets the siphon, and it's enough to put him over the top for the victory royale. Talazito, you are mad indeed. The 2 Elims being the swing. 12 points there. Well done, sir.
The transition of the shot with the flint knock midair into an immediate descend, the redeploy to catch himself, and then the swap to the TAC AR and spray through the build while the player was sitting on top of both campfires. 200 IQ.
That was
oh my
really
gosh.
well played from Talazeto. That's probably some of the best overall flint knock usage we've seen. We took high ground, I think, twice.
You did.
Going there, and then additionally picked up a sick elim on the player out of the air with that heavy shot, and then dropped down. I mean, just well done.
Literally, you were saying he was unchallenged for high ground, immediately got challenged.
Oh. Puxa!
Brent popping that shadow zone since had a place right next to him, but he's.
Oh, I don't think he regrets it anymore. Honestly, son, now I think he's pretty happy about how that turned out. What a shot on rotation, a quick 180 in the combat to the dome, picks up an elim. Sundown's mouth is literally sitting open. You can't believe what he saw. That was ridiculous.
But one thing that players might not be aware of, he bunny hopped right there to get maximum distance. So what that is spamming your
Ah, tá aqui jogar um grau.
a little bit of extra horizontal distance, and it carried him past the player. So he 180 and one hit him with the combat. That's what I talk about when, like, sometimes I feel like these guys are playing a different game than I am.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I know for a fact I can do all of those things.
That's not Fortnite. I don't know what that is, but that's not Fortnite. That's some craziness.
It's nuts. These guys pushing the envelope, but Mongrel, speaking of pushing the envelope, not going to pull a Mitro on the dual partner there, opens the door, gets over onto the side, and is desperately looking for every point he can. Doesn't want any interaction if he can avoid it. Will he find it? 2 HP? And he does! Motor gets taken down. 26 players remaining. Mongrel, that could have been your moment in the box. 2 HP. Erosi gets active. That's 2 more points going over for him. That could be huge. That could be it. And now Mongrel on the side of the zone, back up to 75 HP. What can he do with it? Will the siphon in the mats be enough? 70 materials on the side of the zone. 24 players left. Less than 5 minutes left in the queue times. If you want to go to New York City, you show up right now. And unfortunately, Mongrel is...
Nós habilitamos pessoal, aqui as skins novas. Mata-me tudo que ela se não mata-me. E todos por os inimigos são os mesmos contas. Foda-se, caralho. Filho da puta. Duas balas. Oh, pá, pá, pá. Olha aquilo, ó. Eita, cara. Oh! Por que esse gajo matou-me? Ah, agora sim, já digo sim. No, 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 no. Era esta party, toda a gente sabe. As novas skins são estas, pessoal. Ó. Esta. Depois tem a caixa. Gostei bué dos coisas que ela tem no braço. Ah, o rock também tá bom. E as tetas. Esta skin. É porque eu curto, mas não gosto. Top. Esta. É top. Principalmente o paraquedas é top, pessoal. Curti, eu gostei.
Around the back side of that building so he could extend the shadow bomb timer up to now get up to the mid tarp. You have Light up on the high ground, 13 up Nay, now just dropping down on the tarp below Skite. So Skite is on secondary high, but he's boxed up right now. Light's going to begin to work top down as we still have a number of ballers who are going to begin to get shot out as we head towards the second placement threshold. Kinzo gets taken down there, and Light continues to rain shots down onto these ballers, saying, hey, you gotta play Fortnite with the rest of us. Burn your mask and get out of there. Top 15 is on the board. John22 on Twitch picks up Calzo. Uno OG goes down, and Light continues to check his top, make sure he's safe, and then rain shots down. Dalo gets taken out as we get closer and closer to the top 10.
12 players remaining. Light still ultimate high ground. Skite right underneath, and I believe I saw for a moment Benji Fishy was in this game, but it looks like he's been eliminated at this point. Kaizen on the ultimate low ground, gonna have to take an opportunity to heal up if possible. 9 players left, and Light is looking for a peak shot on a player in rotation, trying to challenge potentially the high ground. The pyramid of the play underneath kind of signals to me maybe not pushing up just yet, and I think Light realizes that, taking a chance to look down at maybe other players in the move, and yeah, he sees another one. There's a scent of potentially elimination, like getting challenged for high ground now.
It's Rafty. Rafty's going for it and then drops back down, realizing he's not going to be able to take it. Pops the shadow form and goes all the way down to the far side. We're nearing the top 5. Now, one thing to keep an eye on, look at the points next to the names. 56 online, 64 on Skype. This is for
bem jogado, mano.
Pick up 59 there. They want everything they can. 6 shades, he gets Rafty, but Skype trades it right back out and loops back into the zone. Skype on the edge of the mountain tries to find the jump pad, and he gets it going to the sky. Light trades out Miles on the top, so now 60 to 67 points, but Skype on 55 HP. Light pops the shadow bomb. What's he gonna do? Opts to drop down, so now Skype has to know he's down there. Skype has no mobility. Storm ticks it over. Light gets the Elam credit as well, and that's gonna push him up to 64 as well, so evens it up. We're getting down to the final.
Depending on where this was in their games played, we're looking at 64 and 67 players for Light and Skype respectively. That potentially could have been a prevention for Skype to make it to New York City, or pushing Light all the way close enough to qualify if he has a game left. People have to realize these end games, when you see players at those point counts fighting it out for the victory royale, it can mean the difference. We saw it, I think, last week in NA East, a team just literally fighting the last second, the very last match, and the fact that one team took the win is what put them in the placement to make the
It was week 6 duos, and it was RBK versus the Cooler Boys. The Cooler Boys ended up winning the 2v2 from the low ground, got the victory royale, and the 3-point difference from the victory royale, not even the elims, was enough to deny the RBK boys the spot. So when we talk about high impact eliminations, high impact engagements, and everyone mattering, when the queues are closed, these are the last matches on the server, so not exactly live, but about 5 to 10 minutes delayed, you are deciding your trips, you're deciding other people's fates, and these are the moments when you need to clutch up. We've talked about before, you don't have to be the best, but you need to be better than the person across from you. And when you're dealing with the best of the best in a trip to New York City, that's still got to be really good.
That's why I'm here behind the desk and not at the game.
I'm so glad these guys are so good. They make our job so incredibly easy.
And it's so much fun.
If the gameplay was really difficult, it'd be hard, but it's so hype. You guys are so good. Just shout out again one time, #Fortnite World Cup, to all of the players who have competed in the arena, in the tournaments, on Saturday, on Sunday. Thank you so much for doing this and making incredible plays and giving us this opportunity.
I do want to say too that one of the most common, I think, criticisms of competitive Fortnite is typically the shots through, kills only, almost finding that elim, gets one big hit, can't quite find the second.
Hey!
That elim up. I was gonna say, one of the most common criticisms of competitive Fortnite is, everybody's sitting one by one's not doing anything. You know, it's kind of slow play from time to time. I want them to pull this stream up and watch through these European games. Let us get to NA East and NA West and just.
Quando eu tô na partida, bora com isto. Rosa negra, meu sinal, minha deusa e sensual. Agora o... Epa!
Sai fora!
Foda-se.
Veja, né?
Ai, Jesus. Este comado muito estúpido. O Bruno que tem live. Oxi. Ah, tá bom, tá.
Not often challenged, and you have so many opportunities for rotation. And the only problem is, like, you have the rocket base that now is kind of decayed a little bit to the northeast of Snobby. You have Valhalla that's up there. That you have a lot of places where there's going to be people that can see down from above. But I mean, you also have a quad in there. You can quad fly your way back over the tilted. What a back-to-back! That was 2 shots sequentially.
62 on the first guy for the body shot, finds the second player rotating and hits him with the headshot. We talk about the flint-knock efficiency in the right hand. Scoggin, the right hand's there, just pow. You talk about the pirate camp right there, going to work with the flint-knock. I'm a big fan of that west side of the...
Este aqui em bolso. A minha é necessidade. Sabes que a minha mãe está cá muito. Lei! Não!
É pra aqui. Deixa de ser uma galáctica, mas porque eu não quero.
Te arruma!
Grite, não digital.
Não! Te arruma, tu vais arrumar!
What the fuck, meu?
Estás colada! Já começaste na aranha. Isso é verdade!
Faz que vestir de papel! Já te dou! Achei que a gente está calado. Volta dele!
Vamos contar aqui a jogo. Então vai ter que chegar. Sai. Vem, se esquece de luz. E vai! Vou fechar aqui, ó.
Ah, cara! Olha, olha, olha. Ai, ai.
Ei! Fala tudo no primeiro, esquece a obra. Ei! Gente!
Opa!
Os carolos.
Opa! O pai deve ter funcionado sem querer.
O familiar diz que eu tenho a casa. Tá ok! A topa! E eu ia quando e fico assim. Ai, eu ia ter as coisas. A topa! Eu ia meter as coisas no fato e depois ia pegar numa coisa. Só pegar no fato. Estava no chão, depois e meti o cordão e depois agora fica para pôr a tampa. Larga! Eu sei como é que eu vou ser bem!
Capitão! Oi! Capitão! Esse gajo que estás a dar picotadas sou eu. Espera aí, eu vou para aqui uma ilha. Tens isto. Yeah. E fiquei 2 semanas sem jogar este jogo. Entra. Queres ir do hoje ou queres ficar aqui no criativo? Ok. Quem é? O Diogo Soares. Sou eu. Deve ser um amigo meu. Ah, caralho. Devagar, capitão. Deixa-me um tiro. Quase me assustaste um tiro. Se não soltasse na altura. Vale. Mas eu vou jogar mesmo. E só tem mesmo a jogar as que tem no jogo. E só usar as que tem no jogo. Tu podes usar todas, as que tu quiseres. E só tu usar as que tem no jogo. Pô, já mesmo para cair. Mano! Tu nem te atravessas. Ai! Ai! Ai. Olha, todos de vida. Faz escroto. Mas todas de vida, pá. Ai. Au! Ah, puto, mas quem é o autor que está aqui no nosso mundo também? Onde está aqui no nosso mundo ou está na central? Como é que és morrer de quem é de mal?
Ei, a escada estava voada.
Yeah. Yeah. E vi. Eu estou a fazer live. Eu estou calma. E estava a tomar um escudão. Olha eu aqui. Ó. Ah! Eish! Eish! Eu já te vou ruxar, peraí. É assim que se faz, ó. Queres morrer no nosso copo? Sacana. Eu vou-te matar só num sniper no nosso corpo. Chupa! Ah. Não! Ah, o quê? Nunca captar. What the fuck is this, bro? Olá, Diana, estou fofa. Já, estou fofinha. Olá, Diana. E estou a fazer live, estou-me a rapariga aqui na minha live. Eu sou muito giro. Levas um tiro. E vou-te meter no nosso copo. Custa o que custar. Calma, isto não é nosso copo, calma. Vamos, coco. Move. Ai. O gosto está fera. O gosto. Ai. O gosto está mal, o gosto. Oh! Não fiz. E juro, se quiser já ver a minha live até, para ver. Agora sim, eu vou fazer mira. Agora sim, eu vou-te manter a nosso copo sem fazer mira. Ai, passou perto. Eu vou-te rushar por cima de ti e tu vais ficar embananado. O capitão vai levar um tiro na cabeça. Oh, velho! Deixaste-me 22 de vida, fogo, Martim, Simão, quer dizer. Você é muito... Oh! É esta, não. Oh! Tô te tirando. Se tu me acertas, és gay. Tô aqui, ó. Certa? Não. E aí, vi-te. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, bitch. Pô, é isso, gana. Oh! Ganda bala, meu. Tu sabes que eu estou... Tu sabes que o pessoal que está a ver a minha live talvez esses sons que estás para aí que eu ia fazer. Tu sabes como é que assustaste esta ou não? Vais morrer. Oh. Ah, bitch. Vais morrer agora. What the fuck you did? Oh. Eu estou muito na vida, por isso é que... Quanta vida estás? Ai ai! 17... E tem 17 de escudo e 43 de vida. Ai ai! Tá me tirando. Hey! Não me diga. Queres ouvir música, capitão? Queres ouvir música? Espera aí, já vai. Serviço, estás a ver agora aqui na minha petite. Suzana! Anda aqui! Glória, anda aqui! Glow! Glow! É Glow! Eu estava de ganhei.
De Glow!
Posso usar a Glow? Olha, mataste-me, vagabundos! Olha, vagabundo! Não vai matar aqui dentro ao coisa.
Não, para as calças primeiro!
Você está tirando, hein?
Não, para as calças não! Amor, vou marcar as calças!
Não vai matar aqui dentro ao Simão. Bujão.
Enquanto eu venho essa frase.
Sai pra fora, ó, galinha.
Pera, galinha para outro. E estou a ligar a coluna, galinha para outro. Mas está bem? Oh my god! Ai, que diabo! Foi mesmo sentir na testa. Queres ver? Vê, ó.
Bluetooth.
Ei, sacana! Não, prende!
Connected.
Peraí. Você vai morrer como você me fez, vagabundo. Vou matar você. Não quis esperar aí. Você me fez isso, agora é a tua vez. Ai! Ah! Rapaz! Conheces esta? Para aí, tu entretaste Luna, para aí. Para aí, vagabundo.
Que não tem ninguém. Toda a gente sabe, e sabes que não fico. Vai na after party, toda a gente sabe, tu não sei, mas eu hoje não atendo.
Oh, yeah.
Vamos desmarcar de surra, deixa tua amiga bem burra. Somente nós dois da mama, que não tem ninguém.
Já chega no mundo e não vai. Quando você tem no bar, enquanto ela amiga dela quer chupar. Vamos direto ao assunto. Agora já não bebo muito menos bebo fumo. Como moleque eu confundo.
Sacana, como é que tu escreveste desta vala? What the fuck?
Nossa língua não percebe. Hoje não atendo ninguém. Tô me ver, tentando interromper. Não vou morrer.
Eish, vira essa para, toda a gente sabe.
E sabes que não fico. Vai na after party, toda a gente sabe.
Oh, se tinha cabeça. A tua arma está aqui bugada, para. A tua arma está aqui bugada. Para aí na máquina. Olha ela. Está morta. Pessoal, canhota na canhota, tua prima não me deu outra. Olha aqui minha canhota. Olha essa bolota. Você gosta dessa canoca? Me dê. Canhota. Conheces esta música? Oh, vê se conheces esta música que tu apou. Não é? Eis.
Solar Sensitive Advanced Rosto. Proteção avançada. Hipoalergénico.
Canhota na miota, a minha namorada nada vai dar a minha outra.
Sensitive Advanced. Solar apoiado e portuguesa contra.
Olha aqui, ó, vagabundo. Chão. Quero que você... Nem sabia que isso era canhota. Ai! Te pego e pá, te pego e pá, parararara, pá, parararara, te pego e pá, te pego e pá, parararara, pá, parararara. Ela tá doidinha pra ficar. Vou dar tequila pra ela se soltar. Chegou uma pressão, ela pirar na minha pegada. O sinal vai se lixar. Te pego. Onde tá, sinal? Eu tô... Você vai pirar, tá dando em mim. Te pego, assim que você vai pirar. Te pego e pá, te pego e pá, parararara, pá, parararara, te pego e pá, te pego e pá, parararara, ai, parararara. Oh! doidinha, doidinha pra ficar. Hoje eu dou tequila pra ela se soltar.
Pressão,
E faço ela pirar na minha pegada. E vou-te aziar, e vou-te pôr aziado. Tu quer saber qual é a arma? A capa, te pego, tipo assim. Você vai pirar, dar em mim. Te pego, te pego, te pego, tipo assim. Mas você vai pirar. Vais aziar, boi, tem som.
te pego e pá, 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 te pego e pá, pá, pá. Parararará, pá, parararará, te pego e pá, 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 te pego e pá, pá, pá. Parararará, pá, parararará.
Ok, Lenor, Diana.
Isso é Alex Ferrari. E agora eu quero ver você cantar comigo, hein? Te pego e
Que és tu? Espera aí, espera aí que já te vou ajudar. Espera aí.
parararará, pá.
Uau!
Te pego e
Pum, pum.
parararará, pá.
Te pego e pá, pá, pá. Te pego e pá, pá, pá. Parararará, pá, parararará.
Te pego e pá, pá, pá. Te pego e pá, pá, pá.
Olha esse cacete a atravessar as paredes.
Te pego e pá.
Pá, 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 pá. Ai, vagabundo. Ai, calma. Isso, bom, obrigada.
Every child deserves a childhood. That's why UNICEF is there, reaching the hardest to reach. The children
Oh, vagabundo. Olha essa aqui, eu tenho na miota. Olha essa maluca. Olha aqui, dito. Agora faço assim, pá.
It's why we stay to the end.
Yeah, e também estava atrás de vida.
Join us, UNICEF.
Tu queres ver o que é que vai me acontecer um dia destes? Não mates! Pronto.
Remembering me, discover and see.
Here we go.
Over the world, she's known as together. To those who are free, the mind shall be key.
Yeah. Rindo. Ela é lindo, ela é fashion. É da parte que não menos vivendo. É do que ela faz, mas não sabe o faz. É que é impossível não olhar para trás. Ela parte nos cos. Impossível não olhar incapaz. Ela parte nos cos. Impossível não olhar para trás. Que ela parte nos. I know you do wrong, and the one that you know, I know about the wrong, I know about this girl, can I tell you well, then I'm gonna get that, so on. Eu não tenho culpa que ela tenha que eu dou, so on. Mas ela vai dar o toque, meu dia eu vou tentar, escolher eu vou tentar, olha só pra ela eu vou tentar. Ela vai uma baloca, sempre a caminho de loga. Ela é linda, ela é fashion. Estás pela todas que esperam. Quando ela pata, ela sabe o que faz. Fica impossível não andar para trás. Ela parte nos cos. Eu pensei que ela é capaz. Ela parte nos cos. Oh! Se veja namorar, se enganares a tua mulher, ela vai partir o pescoço. O golo azul. Diz, mano. Bota a música. Olha o bicho. O bicho é vajeitoso, o bicho. Ah, caralho, susto. Fogo. Eu vou tentar. Eu vou tentar. Faz só pra ela, eu vou tentar. A nossa não consigo, sigo, e pra todo mundo sigo. Ainda por cima, oh, ela é linda, ela é fashion, ainda passa pelo meio do tremendo. Quando ela passa, ela sabe o fato. Se uma bola vai pra trás, a mulher parte os colos. Ela parte nos colos, ela sabe o que é que ela faz, ela parte nos colos. Ela parte nos colos, impossível não olhar para trás, ela parte não olhar, ai não dá, yeah. Não tentar, ai não dá, yeah. E ela sabe que Diana tá aí, que não dá, cada que ela parte-mo, cada ela parte-mo, ai não dá, yeah. Não tentar, ai não dá, yeah, yeah. E ela sabe que não dá, ela parte-mo, porque ela parte-mo, ela é linda, ela é fashion, ela parte pelo medo. Essa música é para ti, Diana. Anda tudo daqui e fui pra praia.
Amo de verdade o que eu sinto por você. A alma tá gritando pra mim poder te dizer. Eu me cansei só do brilho do seu olhar. Pra mim não te beijar eu tive que me segurar. Você me conquistou mas nem parei para pensar. Eu sinto esse amor como eu vou te falar. Eu quero te falar mas acho que não é a hora. Você é a popular, eu sou o nerd da escola. Você veio do nada e parou na minha frente.
Sabe como é que eu
Agora
também?
eu só quero que me veja novamente.
Sabe que eu tô...
É meio estranho que nós não tem amizade. Espero que entenda o que é de mim. Acho que eu tô te amando sem você gostar de mim. Você veio do nada e parou todo meu mundo. Sempre o coração acelerar cada segundo. Não sei se é besteira, mas queria te dizer. Quando pegou meu jeito, comecei a amar você. Eu me apaixonei quando parei pra te olhar. Em cada segundo eu pude te aproximar. Quando tava te olhando, foi aí que me entreguei. Depois que fui embora, vi que me apaixonei. Sei que não sou legal e nem vou pra conversar. Queria que soubesse o que eu tinha pra falar. Eu sinto um aperto que eu queria te dizer. Quando pegou meu livro, comecei a amar você. Parece aquela história que só viu na canção, mas isso é real, já senti no coração. A força é muito grande quando eu fui te apaixonar. É um amor profundo que não dá pra segurar. Quando você chega perto, já pensei em te canção. Quando você me abraça, já para meu coração. Você é a melodia que no coração enfraquece. Quando é verdadeiro, a gente nunca se esquece. Por isso que eu te digo, nunca vou te esquecer. Eu quero que minha vida que eu sei tenha você. Parece que não foi que isso é só você. Porque a gente junto deve ter nada a ver. Mas depois de mostrar que isso vai ser diferente. Nossa, é grande com você, não sou ausente. Tudo que eu queria era ver você contente. Deixa que a nossa história eu escrevo daqui pra frente. Você me ajudou quando pegou a minha mão. Você me ajudou e eu te dei no coração. O sentimento que eu tinha que dizer. Quando pegou meu livro, comecei a amar você. Quando eu parei pra te olhar. Em cada segundo eu pude te aproximar. Quando tava te olhando, foi aí que me entreguei. Depois que foi embora, vi que me apaixonei. Sei que não sou legal e nem vou pra conversar.
Abre nossos queijos!
Dá cá água para aqui. Estou desesperado e tanto faço para esquecer-me de ti e voltar a sorrir e feliz.
Just recognizing height differences, the way competitive players play zone,
Ergue-se máscara e sempre que lá recebeu. Com as máscaras e pelo aleatório.
Me da tal mirada, hacerme tonto para que si a mí no me importa nada. Prefiero vivir y perder que no haber vivido nada.
E podemos, se não for botar na para a cantar.
Conocí como era el viento,
Se não ouve.
sin brújula, sin dirección, viciado y sediento. Lo mismo que ver un humano sin alma en el cuerpo. Si te vas, quedaré un dolor que jamás conocí.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Sempre maquilada em Louis Vuitton, sempre bem vestida com teu de Vuitton. Agora está no peito, não tem que ser bom. Nessas coisas fui eu que te deixei, se fosses tão boa, não és, não és. Eu pus a música para me cantar, não. E disse que era para vocês cantarem. Disse. Ainda sou eu que tocam, se buscares a boca, meu. Mas tá tudo bem, tudo bem. Todas também. Não és bem, se tu fazes tão boa, não és bem. Diana, tu não vais jogar hoje. Não é este. Segundo.
And of course, the pressure is going to be high, guys. I think the real question is who's going to have the confidence to take a fight and win a fight. Like, yeah. Who is straight up going to have the confidence and just be like, you know what? I don't respect your builds. I'm pushing you. Like, who's going to be that guy, right? Because that's really what it comes down to. If you are confident like that, that's why you see people like Bugga, Dubs, Clicks, right? Stompy. They was like, what duo are you? I don't care if you're Kinstar. I'm gonna take your wall right now.
Exactly.
And that level of play is why. And dude, we've seen Stompy do it every week. Even this time around, he got 11. He was just outside the top 10. So trust me, he's still here, guys. That's what they do. They just do crazy plays.
Yeah, that's actually something you taught me way back when. You cannot, let's say it's just Zeke, me, and I'm in this game somehow, I don't know, some alternate.
Assim não sabe ouvir, tá calado.
Against someone like Moffat, who qualified as that #1 player going into finals, I cannot stop and sit here and go, that's Moffat, I know what he's capable of, I can't make a mistake. I just have to go, it doesn't matter who that is, I just have to play my game. I have to play the very best that I can. And at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for, right? Like, the moment you stop and think, that's Tifu, I think that it's already too late. You've already made the error, right? Like, you can't stop it. And some people can't. They're like, okay, I know that's Tifu. I know he's going to try and probably do this based on what I've seen and the information I have. But if you're just sitting there thinking like, oh man, that's Tifu, I don't know if I can fight him. Like, no, you can fight it. You made it to finals for a reason. Take the fight if you think you can.
Okay. Só me lembro do meu irmão.
The points of interest. Who likes to land where the map is going to be at that point, right? Things are going to change, and the game is going to be played in a way that we have not seen yet. And that's what excites me the most, is that we're going to see 100 of the world's best.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. And to see all the Fortnite fam there as well, kind of cheering on the people they support. It's going to be...
Are you ready to feel the crowd's energy?
I'm going to cry.
Rip through your body?
I'm going to cry.
It's literally you're going to feel the vibration of the entire stadium.
Just erupt when incredible plays happen, you know. Man, dude, chills, dude. Oh yeah, we just bumped you guys in. Fortnite fan, we had a little bit of a moment there. We hope you had that moment. This hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Are you ready? Are you hyped for the Fortnite World Cup finals in New York City? Alter Ego here finds an elimination, cracks that player. Now this is his first elim. He's probably hoping for more. At this point, he wants as many points as possible. So he's going to look to probably play a little bit more aggressive, right? But look at everyone else. Mop. He's dominating the high ground. 12 eliminations, by the way.
He has just been shutting it down while we've been chatting up a storm here. Mop going for the high ground. He's holding it. Nice little side jump right there. No errors coming out of him. Look at this, the boom bow to crack open.
What's up?
Here comes the pressure. Can he get the follow-up? He's looking for it. Nice little side jump, and that's another one. This player is in pickaxe territory. Bye-bye jackpot. And Mom could not even get the loot off that. Couldn't get the spoils. Another combo crack open right there. And when a fresh build comes out, if you do not hesitate to send it right away, you break it all open. So that's how he's able to just like catch these players off guard, because those roof panels are just, that's it, exploding right up. Yeah. Down to the low ground, CXV gets one elim there, and it's Macy and Mev who's going toe to toe. Mom still just has the down position.
Yeah, I mean, look, so he's going to drop that. He's got the single build, so he had to take a little bit of fall damage to rejoin everyone from the stratosphere. Macy's down below, and look at this. Immediately, boom, he says, I know you heard me take this fall damage. You don't know how much it was. They go for the challenge, and Moffitt was prepared. He knew, again, it's just about dictating the game, right? He's like, I want you to challenge me. You know that I'm hurt. How hurt I am, you do not know. And just like that, dictating the game yet again, cleans up that victory. 15 eliminations. It's that 25 to 18. That's That's it. That's great. You guys have an awesome time, but for now we're going to hit pause. Let's send it back into studio with Dr. Lupo.
Já viste atrás das forras, colegas de spray?
But I appreciate the effort. I'm just kidding. Thanks. Appreciate that. Crazy games from Asia. You love to see kind of the meta changes and how different regions present themselves and the way that they adjust their gameplay relative to everybody else. But Europe today, and as we've seen multiple times in the past, Europe's done an excellent job of putting on a show like I think few people could even possibly imagine. And to talk about that and an interesting turn of events for who ended up at the top. Joining me now, what do you think so far about Europe?
Thank you so much, Lupo. Indeed, it was crazy. So just a couple of quick facts to break down. 15 points separated 100th place in 8th place. That means a 5-point victory round was the difference of going to New York City and being in the 100th spot. That is for how close it was to clutch. So in the final game we watched, pushed him up to 61 points. He was tied at 61, but because he had the victory royale and got the average elim at the end, it pushed him into the last spot. We talked about every single interaction ends up mattering, and then unfortunately on the outside looking in, Airwalks, the last play we saw, if he had one more build, he could have made it up the elevation and kept the storm. Instead, lost it, lost the victory royale, and lost his spot in New York City. Mitro also on the outside looking in, 2 top 15 finishes, but not being enough. That lets you know how crazy it is. However, the player who took the top spot was Cypher's Indretta with a crazy run, and we're going to be joined by him right now. Indretta, man, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good.
I mean, I would hope so. So we saw you yesterday put on an incredible show, and week after week, your placings have gone up. What was the difference between this weekend and all of the other weekends? Were you just feeling it? Did you eat your Wheaties for breakfast? What's going on?
The thing is, the other weeks I wasn't that confident, but this week I decided to try and talk with someone while playing. So that kind of helped. Getting to like talk to people, getting them to calm you down and stuff. And I got good RNG. Very good.
Nice, yeah, being able to get all of that and put it together. So you got off to an incredible run, winning 2 of your first 4 games. How were you able to get those victories? You just dominated them out. You had a solid amount of elims. What were those wins like?
I was using the bowler to get the end game, and then I usually found out like when I needed to drop out and stuff to go for the eliminations, and I usually had my bowler until end game. So the thing is, you should try and keep your bowler until end game, because it's really strong. You can go out of your bowler, get a lot of kills, and win the game. Also, you can use the bowler to get height most of the times.
Yeah,
so I did that sometimes. And
we saw you execute on that a number of times, which is kind of something we were talking about, pushing the gameplay and actually turning the baller into something that was aggressive. Now, kind of about midway through, you looked at the leaderboard, saw you were in such a lead and knew you'd be able to close it out. But my question is, when it was all said and done, and you saw you were there, you're in the #1 spot, what did you do? Did you run around your house? Did you go tell your parents? Were you celebrating on Discord? What was that moment like?
I was celebrating so much. I actually got hosted by Symphony. My stream was going crazy. I was actually, while I was playing, like my 5th game, I started crying because I almost knew I was qualified. So that was probably one of the best moments in my life ever. I don't know what to say.
It's got to be exhilarating, honestly, to know that, especially in Europe, which we've talked about as one of the most difficult regions to qualify in. Even with 8 positions, there's so much pressure there. But I got to ask kind of a random question. I keep seeing the lighting change on your face. What are you watching right now?
I'm actually watching the Fortnite stream.
All right, you see yourself. There's layers here. There's layers. It's very Inception level. Well, thank you so much, Andretta, for joining us. Before we let you go, though, if you could do me a favor, please, 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 please shout out your own channels, shout out your duo's channels, anybody you want to.
Okay. So my Twitch is Andretta. My Twitter is Cypher Andretta. My YouTube is Andretta. And I want to shout out Chocoladden, and all the people in that Discord. And I want to shout out my stream. Thank you so much for the support.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Again, incredible performance both yesterday and today. Congratulations. $10,000, a spot in New York City, and as Golden Boy would say, we'll have to get a slice of pizza. We'll be seeing you later, man.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely incredible. It's crazy to think just the age ranges too. These are kids that are so young, all the way up to, I believe the oldest qualified right now is 24
right now. Yep.
Consider how much they're playing for too. I don't blame him honestly for getting emotional in the middle of even halfway through his games. It's insane.
It's just nuts to me where he's like, oh, I didn't have the level of confidence. And then right after, it's like, yeah, about like halfway through my games, I started crying because I knew I'd done it. And it's like, that's the level of confidence you need to be bringing on the final day. Just huge shout out to Andretta. Go follow him on Twitter, follow him on Twitch, give him all the plugs because I promise you'll be seeing more of this prodigy. Topping Europe is an incredible... More games and more regions to be getting into. We saw Oceania and Asia. Just now, we're gonna hop on in to Brazil for a brief little bit. So, back on over to the cast as we go.
Thank you guys so much. Man, you know, I feel like we just nerded out about Fortnite, but now seeing Andretta be there and just like talk about things, it makes me want to nerd out more.
Dude, it gives me the feels, man. These young champions coming up and coming out, and it's crazy.
Oh.
Quem é que é esse?
Não sei. Manda outro pedido, não aceitas.
Eu sou amigo do Code Gui.
Não te vi. És meu amigo, bro. Mas
Yeah.
não sei o que é que é.
Vocês querem que saiba, vocês serem onde eu gosto.
Faz favor, mano, se puderes.
Na boa. Fica bem.
Pra aí, putz. Oh puto! Costas, 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 costas.
Ih,
Sabe
caralho!
aquilo? É tão fácil.
Luís. Já nem vou acabar a live. Fui.